Men, and I use the term ever so loosely. Crate motor we're working on right now. Uh, I have a rare old gem for you right here. This is a new old stock 70s era left-hand crankcase. How do I know it's new? Well, besides looking at it and seeing that there's never been a screw tightened or oil in it or whatever, it came with this tag. Uh, Return it to Harley Davidson P.O. Box 653. Important for the information of the National Auto Theft Bureau, it is required that this car be completed and mailed at the same time this crank is matched to an engine. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But anyway, yeah, this was attached to the crankcase, so I believe it to be original, new, old stock parts. Why am I showing you this? Because in typical AMF fashion, it's fucked up. The new old stock crankcase has a crack right here. Not a big crack, but a crack nonetheless. I've seen other in-service engines with cracks like this, and I often wondered or suspected that this might be a manufacturing defect. That is, the aluminum, that was cast in around this piece of steel here cooled off and shrunk, that it may have just pulled itself apart right here. And if you look at this thing, see how thin this part of the casting is, and see how thick this part of the casting is. Well, Harley didn't get this in the center. They got it off to one side, so the side where it's narrowest is the side that cracked. Coincidence? Probably not. Probably not. The question then gets to be, did Harley QA look at this and miss it? Did Harley QA look at this and decide it was nothing to worry about? I don't know. Hard to say. Overall, the quality of this thing is rather horrible. I'll show you some other things in a minute. But what am I going to do about this? Well, I could pretend I didn't see it and just put the engine together, or I could do a repair that I've done before. I got a steel ring I machined that is about 6/1000 of an inch smaller inside diameter than this thing is on the outside. I'm going to heat this up with a MAP gas torch, get it as hot as I could get it until I run out of MAP gas. And then I'm going to hopefully just drop this over there. If it doesn't drop over there, I'm going to hopefully just lightly tap it into place, let it cool, and it will reinforce this to some degree. I don't weld these things in this area because, anything I do with a welding torch, a TIG torch, is just going to further separate the aluminum from the piece of steel. And I don't want to do that. So this is kind of, without getting real radical, not readily repairable. So anyway, we're going to do the shrink-on repair. I already machined this. I think this is 4140. It was pretty tough stuff to machine. So let's get shrinking. All right, going to be dealing with fire and video. These heat shrink things, you got one chance to get it right. The acetylene bottle feels kind of empty, so we'll get it as hot as I could get it. I got a little chamfer edge goes down. I think the acetylene is empty. Excuse me, I think the MAP gas is empty, so we'll be using propane. All right, I got a fairly full propane bottle, so let's heat this up. Let's see what happens. Ouch, hot. Burn the oven-proof gloves. Ooh, fell right on there. Beautiful. We're going to let that cool off, and I think we're going to be good. Fit nice on there. I bet you it had expanded. It was 6,000 smaller than the boss that it fit over, and it flopped right over there. I bet you it had expanded 10,000 at least, probably. So we'll let it cool off, and it should be good to go. All right. This is cooled off, obviously. The diameter of this reinforcement is such that it fits inside the sprocket, so that should not be an issue. I alluded to crappy Harley quality control. Let me show you a couple things. This hole right here is for one of the trapdoor dowel pins. The pin came out when I knocked the trapdoor out. The hole was full of swarf. Shit, they didn't even blow it out, and they drove the dowel pin in there. The other dowel pin stayed in the case. The back of that one was probably full of swarf too. It doesn't make any difference. I suppose not, I guess. But nonetheless, you'd think they would blow the shit out of the hole before they drove the pin in. Okay, this area in here. I often see a lot of these that have hand grinding for the kickstart gear to clear the case. But I mean, this is freaking horrible. It looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like it was chewed on by an alligator or something. Just not very nicely done. Okay, here's the boss where the kickstart shaft comes through. And once again, it's all chewed up and nibbled on. You know, this thing has probably been bouncing around for, 4 or 5 decades. So was this damage, off the assembly line or in the course of bouncing around? I don't really know. Anyway, I guess that's all I have to say about this. Like I said, just a short video. Little crack over here. I think this heat shrink ring on there will keep it together. Like I said, this is 0.06 of an inch smaller than the thing that it squeezed over. It ain't going nowhere. And with that, I am out of here. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Just a quick reminder. You can help support and grow this channel, first of all and most importantly, by hitting that subscribe button. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you'd like to do a little more, join me on Patreon. Links down below. So go ahead and join me on Patreon if you feel so inclined. And finally, coffee cups, stickers, and gas tank covers are available. This is a new design coffee cup. I like the old ones, but I like these new ones even better. And to go along with the new design coffee cup, there is a new design sticker. Links will be provided in the description down below. Coffee cups and stickers are included with the Patreon membership. And thank you all ever so much for watching these videos. I really appreciate it. Bye.